Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. Really excited for today's video. It's an unboxing video, clearly. The box is courtesy of the Bruery. Thanks so much, guys. I really appreciate it. So they have their 2023 Reserve Society open for enrollment. So they reached out and we're like, hey, do you want to unbox some beers and talk about the Reserve Society? I'm like, yes, I do. I love the Bruery. I think you can see I have, so happens it's Tuesday up there on the shelf I've been aging. Behind that I have a, just regular Black Tuesday behind it. And if you watched any of the Beer Tuber Palooza videos, you may have noticed that Mocha Wednesday was the best beer, in my opinion, that I had that whole weekend, and we drank a lot of really good beer. So Reserve Society, it's a one-year society subscription, and basically you get one 750 milliliter bottle per month, plus you get early access to lots of beers, plus 35 or more Reserve specific beers, 15% off online or at the Bruery on merchandise, beer. I'm trying to think, there's like so many perks to being in the Reserve Society. Glassware opportunities, they do like events, a lot of cool stuff. The point being, I'm a huge fan of the Bruery, so when like they reached out, I'm like, well, yeah, of course, because I actually like believe in this product. Like I love that Bruery so much. So I did cut it open because I didn't know if it was gonna be like a box within a box, and I noticed it just has packaging material. So let's get into it. Ooh, looks like a little glassware action. Nice. I actually don't have any Bruery glassware. I will be reviewing all three beers also, and I will link in the description box below to their website if you are interested in signing up for their Reserve Society. Apparently I should have cut it a little bit more. Yeah, I remember going to, the first time I went to the Nerd Sense guys to like do reviews and hang out with them, and I brought a Black Tuesday. And I'm like, yeah, you guys haven't had this before. Let's do this. And it's a great glass. And yeah, needless to say, blew everyone away. I like this glass. It's nice and big. That's great. So another thing that was nice is when I was responding to the emails about this, they're like, all right, so one of the things we need to know is like, do you prefer stouts or sours? So like, the fact they get a choice too is really nice. So I'm like, well, I like stouts. All right, let's get into it. So Petite Mardi oak-aged imperial stout with Petite Syrah grapes and Syrah. Okay, so it's got Petite Syrah grapes, and then what I'm assuming are regular Syrah grapes, 15.9% ABV. That's another really cool thing about the Bruery is they do they big beers, but not always big beers, but they also like, push flavors and flavor profiles, and some of these beers, they go really big. I've done a lot of like the donut series, for example, from them, which is really cool. So I will read these on here as well as when I review them. Petite Mardi, French for Small Tuesday, I like that, is a small batch release in an even smaller format. In the same vein as 2021's Portified Black Tuesday, this decadent imperial stout was aged in oak puncheons and carefully crafted with Petite Syrah grapes and Syrah grapes. Sip, savor, and enjoy. Best stored and served at 55 degrees. That's exactly what I keep my beer fridge at, 55 degrees. So they sent 3 total, so it's the first one. This is a good pause, everyone watching. Okay, so like just full disclosure, right? They sent me the box, and again, this is good. This is in very real time. You're watching my mind be blown. So again, they when they are emailing me through the company that they are working through to contact people like me, the only thing I answered was I like stouts. Now, before I got the email, I'd say a few weeks before, I was doing, or at least a couple weeks before, and no one referenced this. I don't think anyone at the Bruery saw this, but I did a 3-part series on Thursdays because on Thursdays I try to do Thursday's Thirsty Thoughts, where I try to come up with something in the beer space to talk about, get engagement with people who watch these videos. And it was a 3-part series about hype and how you create hype. Who's hyped, who should be hyped, how do you create hype, all that kind of stuff. And I mentioned that I really only have one beer that's like on my list right now. And the fact that out of all the beers they do for the Reserve Society, one of the 3 they're sending me is that one. And again, like in very real time, you are watching my mind be blown. I even reached out, speaking of Nerd Sense, because Mike from Nerd Sense is in their Reserve Society. I'm like, hey, do you have a bottle of this? Because I was just hoping that maybe he could save it and we could split it sometime. So this is what's blowing my mind. And if you watch the channel, you will not be surprised why this one is blowing my mind. This is Vanilla Villain. And actually, I think I even put, I even put on my Instagram, like, in search of this beer. So maybe someone saw and knew this about me. Maybe this is just the most cosmic coincidence ever, but it doesn't matter because my mind is freaking blown right now. So Vanilla Villain is a bourbon barrel-aged imperial stout with vanilla beans. It's 15.7% ABV. So if you don't watch a lot of my reviews, you might not know this about me. I'm the vanilla police. And I'm almost always like, man, I wish there was more vanilla in this beer when it has vanilla in it. And man, I heard about this one. I'm like, I really want to try this beer. Like if I edited videos, this is where I would pause it and kind of do a happy dance and kind of recompose myself. But I'm not gonna do that. So we're just powering through. I'm cloud 9 right now. Anyway, move over superheroes. It's villain time. We've upped the ante this year using 3. Here's where you'll see why I'm so excited. Using 3 types of vanilla beans from 17 sources. That's a lot of vanilla beans. This big bad bourbon barrel aged imperial stout was generously treated with vanilla planifolia from Congo, India, Indonesia, Madagascar, Mexico, Papua New Guinea, Sri Lanka, Tanzania, Tonga, Uganda, and Vanuatu. Vanilla Tahitian. This is like a testament to like, can I pronounce words I don't usually use? Vanilla, so it's Tahitian, SIS, so Tahitians. I'm overpronouncing it and then I'm underpronouncing it, but I'm not correctly pronouncing it. From Cook Island, Ecuador, Indonesia, Papua New Guinea, and Tahiti, and Vanilla Pamponia from Peru. Here's the way I can pronounce it. This beer has all the vanilla that exists on planet Earth in this bottle. There's a third beer. I feel bad for the third beer because of how much I'm geeking out about this beer, but let's look at what the third beer is. We All Scream. Let's see. Blended bourbon barrel-aged imperial stout with strawberries, cacao nibs, and Madagascar vanilla beans. 15.3% ABV. Yeah, so guess who's happier than a pig in excrement? Let's see. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for this ice cream-inspired stout. We started with a melange of barrel-aged imperial stouts, then added cacao nibs, Madagascar vanilla beans, and strawberries for the perfect Neapolitan treatment in the same vein as our 2021 Scoop, Scoop, Scoop and 2020's Forced. It's got the umlaut over a U in first. Like they spelled first with a U instead of an I, and then they put the umlaut. Anyway, sweet, rich, and decadent. Add a cherry on top to this sundae and dig it. All right, real talk, right? You're watching the video, skeptic, right? The brewery sent you these beers, and you saw through that actual jubilation. Wow. I love that I like went on and on about this, and the next one also has vanilla in it. So this is my happy place for a moment. Yeah. So anyway, like I was saying, this is the Reserve Society. It's open right now for the 2023 year. I will link to their website where you can sign up for it below. So yeah, if you're interested, definitely sign up. And if you like big barrel-aged beers like I do, you can, again, I mean, for real, you saw how excited I was opening these. So get after it. Have you had any of these beers before? Have you had anything from the brewery that you want to talk about? Anything, everything, comment section below. Let's get a conversation going. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untapped. It's No Hype Beer Reviews at both those places. So please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.